Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the fourth part of regular expression. Okay, the previous three parts are there on the playlist, which you can click on the I button. Okay, so let's get into it. Regular expressions. Here in this video, we're going to talk about some advanced topic like, substituting some strings with something. Okay, then how do we match case insensitive and stuff. Okay, so this is what we're going to watch. You can check all the description, all the contents in the description box. Okay, so check that out. Let's get into it. So regular expressions, the first topic is case insensitive matching. Now, case insensitive matching word itself says that we are going to match something that is not necessarily be in a particular case. Like normally we use regular expressions to match text with the exact casing you specify. Like, if you have to match a cat, C-A-T, then C must be capital, rest must be small. Okay, like title case. Okay, but now in this, but sometimes you might care about matching you might not care about matching the letters with uppercase particularly or lowercase. Okay, you will not worry about the cases. So we have case insensitive matching in regular expressions also. And for that, like you can see, I have had an example. Like if we want to match Robocop can be of any case. Okay, some words of lowercase, some words of uppercase. So everything should match Robocop. It must be case insensitive. So for this, we have an argument to be as a second argument of re.compile, that is re.IGNORECASE or re.I for a short. Okay, so to make a regular expression a case insensitive match, you're going to pass re.IGNORECASE or re.I as a second argument to re.compile. The first argument is always of course the raw string. The second argument can be re.IGNORE or re.I as the second argument. Let's get into interactive shell and study what I want to say. First and foremost, we need to import the re module so that we can work with the re regular expressions, different functions. So now what I want to do is I want to match Robocop, so I create a variable Robocop. Okay, Robocop, and I say re.compile, of course in a raw string, and I'm passing re.I as my second argument, and what comes inside my raw string is Robocop. So now this Robocop can be from any case, can be of any case. It can be a lowercase or an uppercase. Okay, so now let's moving forward. We need to search. So Robocop dot, we need to search in a particular string, like I'll do Robocop. So this is the word which is going to get up printed because that is of any case. Okay, Robocop is part man, part machine, let's say, and let's add all cop. Okay, it's a part man, part machine, but all cop. It's a cop. Okay, and I want to group it, of course, because group prints get together everything that we got. Okay, and when I enter it, I'm going to get an error. Why it is so? Robocop is not defined. Okay, Rebocop I wrote it. I'm really very sorry for that. Misspelled, typo error. I need Robocop. Okay, so I got what I want. So R capital B capital, still it got matched because we have used re dot ignore case. What if I don't use re.I? I'll copy it, paste it, and I say I don't want it to be a case insensitive matching, and I paste this. I'll get in what? If I don't get anything in the string, then I get error that the thing that, oh, again the same thing I did. Robocop. Okay, let's see. So none type object has no attribute is group. Okay, so we don't have that particular thing that you are asking for in the particular string. Okay, so this is how we do what? This is how we do in case insensitive matching. Like we can match any type of case. Now let's move forward. That is substituting strings with the sub method. Okay, so what does this mean? That we're going to substitute a string with a string that is found. Now regular expression not only fixed text patterns, but it also substitute a new text in place of those patterns. Do you get what I mean? Like we can have something like decoding it. Okay, we want to censor something from the list. We want to send some message from one institution or one organization to another. I want to say that this document has been passed this via this agent, you know. So we're going to use this substituting string method. Let's take an example. So now this sub method is for regular expression, which is passed two arguments. Now we're going to use this sub method for passing the string. So we're going to have two arguments. Let's see what are they. The first argument is the string to replace any matches. Okay, if we got a string that is matched, okay, and that is going to get replaced, like agent, if it gets agent and its name, we want to replace all that agent name via censored message. Okay, so censored is the message which is to be replaced with. Okay, and the second argument is a string for a regular expression. Okay, and then sub method returns a string with a substitution applied, and the sub method wholesome is going to return the substitution applied string. Okay, so let's get to interactive shell and study more about it. What I mean to say is, like, we have, let's say, name regex. Okay, name regex as our object, and re.compile as our, of course. Now I want to pass, of course, I want to pass a raw string. Now this raw string will have agent, okay, and what I say is agent, and it is going to have something letters, because w \w is going to match all the alphabets from A to Z, lowercase, uppercase, you know, but it's not going to have numbers. Okay, so this is what \w, this is what we have seen on the previous videos. Go check that out first. Okay, so let's move forward. So we need agent, we need to match agent and a space, and then we need something letters, some letters. Okay, moving forward, now we create an object name regex. Okay, name regex dot sub. Okay, and as I said you, sub methods take two arguments. The first argument is the string to replace any match, and the second argument is the strings for the regular expression. So now what I want to match it with is I want to substitute it with is censored. Okay, this is what I want to substitute it with. What I want to substitute is the second argument, that is like agent is the first thing that I compulsorily wanted, and then it can have anything. Okay, like agent, let's say Alice gave the document to, let's say, agent Bob. Okay, so these are two agents who got the documents and something like that. Okay, now what I said is sub method, the sub method is going to return a string with the substitution applied. It's going to return a string. Now let's see what do we get if there is no error. Okay, yes, so we got censored, the message got censored, that someone gave the document to someone. Okay, so this is how we substitute a string in place of something. Do you get that? Now what if I want to show the first element, like I want to show the name of this and the name of this, you know, the name of the first letter of the name and the first letter of that particular another agent. So for this, please see what I'm doing. Again, I'm doing agent, like I'm having a variable agent name regex. Okay, agent name regex re.compile. Here what I'm doing is again the same thing, that I'm going to have a raw string. Now this raw string is going to have agent, of course, and then what I'm going to do is \w with \w plus. Okay, like, sorry, not plus, star. Okay, I want to have match the first letter and the rest whatever it has. Okay, something or anything kind of thing. re module has no, okay, spelling typo error, sorry for that. COM. Oops. Okay, now engent. Now what I do is engent name regex dot sub r backslash 1 star 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 with again 1 star. Let's see, I want to substitute this. Okay, I want to substitute this with what? Again the same thing I'm going to type, like copy it, agent something something, copy, let's paste this. Okay, I want to, now what I get is the agent Alice gave the document to Bob. So Alice gave document to Bob. You know how it is done. Okay, so let's move forward. So we have substitution strings, we did the substitution. Okay, so this is what I was telling you. Sometimes you may need to match the text itself as a part of substitution. So this is the same program which I wrote with a different, different string, string. We want to match agent, but that can be anything. Further it, so we need agent Alice told agent Carol, agent new agent Bob was a double agent, whatever. Now this is what we're going to get as, as our output. So this is it, substitution strings with the sub method. Now how do we manage complex regex? What do you mean by complex regex? I mean it is like when we have a very long matching string, like matching complicated text patterns require long convoluted regular expressions. So we can mitigate these by telling re.compile function to ignore the white space and comments inside the regular expression string. Okay, let's get directly that how we're going to do it. We're going to use another re module function that is called as verbose. Okay, verbose. So this verbose mode can enable by passing the variable re.verbose as the second argument of re.compile. We use re.IGNORECASE for ignoring, for making in case sensitive matching. Now here insensitive matching, here we are using re.verbose as a second argument for managing complex regex. And how do we manage it? By like this. If instead of like we have a found regex which is going to like this, then this is the same thing what we're going to use in our project. Okay, so remember this, what exactly it is. Okay, like we need something this, are you understanding? This is a very complex regex. Okay, you can spread this, regular expression in multi lines like this. You can see, like, one thing to notice over here, very important, is that here we are using three quotations, closing quotations as well, which is used for telling the re.compile function that we are going to have this and a multi-line thing. Okay, we are going to have this a multi-line thing. Now this re.verbose allow us to make this multi-line matching, as well as it allows us to have comments to to better understanding, like so this is going to be area code. Here we have question mark, is like it will be present or not present. Here we have separator. Okay, we are getting what exactly. Here it's very complicated, what exactly they are saying, I'm not getting it. But here I can say this is the first part is for area code, the second part is a separator. So the separator can be a hyphen, it can be a full stop, or it cannot have a separator. So we have this question mark, then we have 3 digit, then we again have a separator can be a hyphen or a full stop, a dot, then we have a 4-digit number. Okay, this in curly bracket we are writing 3, we're not writing \d\d\d. Okay, which is showing that one of the thing that we have learned in the previous video. Okay, like then we have an extension. Okay, that can be a digit like 2,5 extensions matching whatever. Okay, so this is very much important, that when we have a very complex regex things, we can have it in a multi-line thing via re.verbose and using 3 quotations for making a raw string. Is that clear? So this is how we have how we manage, you know, multi or a complex regex moving forward. Now combining this ignore case, re.DOTALL and re.VERBOSE. Okay, you know, there might be some times when you want to use two things together, like re.ignore case and re.verbose. I want to ignore case also, but I want to have a multi-line things. I want to ignore white spaces which are there inside the you know, regular raw string. I want to ignore all the white spaces and the next line characters. What do I do? But re.compile takes only a single argument. You know, unfortunately, re.compile function takes only single value as the second argument. It cannot have double, triple arguments. So what do I do? So by this, so for overcoming this issue, we are going to use pipe character. Pipe character, we know, you might remember, which we have seen on the previous video. Check that out in the I button. Okay, we're going to use pipe character, but over here pipe character is not pipe character that we had in the previous videos or the previous regular expression videos, but pipe character over here is a bitwise OR operator. Okay, the operators video will be there soon, but still understand it that it is going to be a bitwise OR operator. Okay, you can get that bitwise OR operator and stuff in Google as well. Okay, so this here we're going to use pipe character for having multiple second arguments, as this. Okay, here you can see we have some regex value which is taking re to compile, but here we have two arguments. In the second argument I have two arguments. Do you get? Like, we have two options. It can be re.ignore or it can be re.DOTALL. Okay, so we have two arguments in the second argument. Okay, if you want to have three arguments, then we can use that pipe character 2 times. Is that clear? So this is how we can combine ignore case, DOTALL and verbose. Okay, so these is very much important. Now this is what you need to know about regular expressions, and you can now write any type of project that you want in regular expressions. This is the end of the teaching part. Okay, now we're going to have a project which I'm gonna you know, make a video on that. I'm gonna solve that. But before, in this video, I'm going to talk about what exactly we're going to have in that project. Okay, we're going to have a phone book and an email extractor. Okay, we're going to copy something that is going to be saved in our clipboard, and from that clipboard the Python program is going to take all that file, all that text, and going to extract all the phone numbers and all the email addresses in that particular text file. Okay, so let's see what exactly the problem statement and how we're going to approach it. Okay, so say you have, I'm just going to read, please understand it very carefully. Say you have a boring task of finding every phone number and email addresses in a long web page or document. If you manually scroll through the pages, you might end up searching for a long time, of course. So what if you have a program that could search the text in your clipboard for phone numbers and email addresses? You could simply press Ctrl All to all the text, press copy, Ctrl C plus copy, you know, it to the clipboard, and then run your program. It could replace the text on the clipboard with just the phone numbers and email addresses it finds. Isn't it very crazy? Like, we can have everything. We can have hundreds of pages, and if I want to extract all the phone numbers and all the email addresses, I can just get it in just a few lines of program. Okay, so your phone, email, and you know, before solving the problem, we must know how we're going to approach it, of course. So this is how we're going to approach your program. And email address extractor will need the following. We should know what we're going to need. As I tell you, we're going to clipboard. We're going to copy it and save it in our clipboard. So for that, we're going to get the clipboard module. We're going to have the clipboard mod. We need to have a clipboard module in our Python. We need to import it that. So we get the text of the clipboard, then we find all the phone numbers and email addresses in the text, and we're going to paste them onto the clipboard. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Now we are going to start thinking how this might work in code. The code will need to do the following. What? Use the paperclip module to paste, copy and paste strings. So we're going to have a new model imported along with re, which is paperclip module. Okay, then we're going to create two regex, one for matching phones, and we're going to have the second regex for matching email addresses. We know how we match phone numbers. We don't know how we match email addresses. That we're going to see in the further video, where I'm going to code for this project. Okay, so matching email addresses, it's also easy, no, because we have some set of characters. Okay, some set of alphabets, a set of characters. It can have a digit also. Then we have an at the rate, and then we have something like Gmail or Hotmail, Outlook, okay, whatever. Okay, so this is what we're going to matching email addresses, and then we're going to find all matches, not just the first match of both regex. Okay, of course we need all the matches, we just need the first match. So what we're going to use is we are not going to use group, because group matches just a first what it found. We're going to use find all for that, of course. Okay, so we're going to find all the matches, not just the first match of the both regex. Now we're going to neatly format the matched string into the single string to paste. Okay, and then we're going to create a formatted matched strings and we're going to paste it. And we're going to display some kind of matches if no matches are found in the text. Like if we don't get any type of phone numbers and we don't get any type of email address in that particular text that we have copied, we will have some some message to display on it. Okay, so this is it. You just try it out. Try to make the regex function or regex code for for email address extractor. Okay, try it out. If you get it, comment down that code. You can mail me on the address which is in the description. You can message me, you can text me, Instagram, whatever. Okay, so don't forget to like, share and comment. Try that out. Email extractor, try it yourself. Most probably tomorrow I'll be uploading that video. Okay, suggest me changes if I'm doing something wrong or you need some modifications. You comment your doubts. You can get these notes of regular expressions on my blog posts. Okay, eat sleep code repeat.blogspot.com. In short time, I'm thinking to start data structures and algorithm in C and C++. So the notes, or let's say the theory or some codes, some explanations of data structures and algorithm will be there on my blog post. So keep check on that. Okay, so click subscribe so that you never miss any update, never miss any another video regarding anything related to Python, C and stuff. Okay, so next video I'm going to talk about problem solving. I'm going to solve this problem and I'm going to give you a target of one more practice question. Try it out. You can get the solution of that on my blog post, of course, but I'm going to discuss it. I'm not going to discuss it. You can try it, like strong password detection or something, regex various to strips, whatever. Let's see what I get. Okay, so this is Eat Sleep Code Repeat. Harsh Jaiswal signing off. Bye.